And so this would be like the finished look. Hi, and welcome again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please, you should watch it till the end because I have a couple of helpful tips that I think can help. And it really helps with the algorithm, if you don't mind. So I'm using now my Becca Evermatte pore priming perfector. This thing, I don't know. Oh, my mirror. Oh my god, my Evermatte. I don't even know what I would do without it. I do apply this with my fingers though. I've seen people apply it with a brush. I'm still old-fashioned, so I'm doing this with my fingers. I find that it gives me the best result, especially when I am not gonna wear foundation. I use my fingers. Gives me the best result. It's not like my face will not get oily. Oh my god, completely no oil. No, it will, but the oil is still very much minimized, and that works very well for me. So next I have Born to Glow Radiant Concealer from NYX, and these are like the hydrating versions of concealer. You know, they came out with that Can't Stop Won't Stop, and then this followed shortly after. So I put some here. I'm also going to put here on this spot. I find that it works really well. I've seen some YouTubers here use dark concealers when hiding their spots. I tried that and I couldn't blend it properly. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but for me, I found that for myself, the mahogany works really well. And so I still have scarring here from when I had cystic acne. So I also always cover with concealer here on my cheeks. You don't have to do this over here and here. You don't have to do this, but I find that it helps. And of course, put a little bit here just to blend everything in properly. Ooh. All right, so we're back. I've blended out my concealer a little bit over the spots. I realized that I wasn't recording. I feel stupid. Oh, God. So now I'm putting my golden honey just to highlight. So that's just really, when I say just to highlight, it's really that. Just highlight here, lip area, chin area. Oh, and the way this thing blends out. Banange means like you guys in my language. You know, the way it blends out so effortlessly. But this concealer, I love. It's so creamy. I'm not fighting with it. You know, sometimes you blend out a concealer, especially when it's super matte, and as you lift your sponge, It's like you lift product with it, and the more you blend out, it's like the more you're lifting product away. And sometimes I get confused when I use such concealers, and I'm like, well, then what am I supposed to do? Like, what is this all about, you know? But this one, I love the way it blends out effortlessly, almost effortlessly. And now what I do after that, I'm gonna get a very, like a super duper light I don't like using this. This is Huda Beauty. Huda. I don't know. Let me show. Huda Beauty, and this is Kunafa. I'm trying to look for a nice yellow, and like proper yellow, because some powders they say yellow and they're not yellow. They're like white with a tinge of yellow. This is the one I found that is really a good yellow. So I lightly dab. I don't like baking, but I find that this really helps, you know. This really helps to set my concealer and keep everything together. Of course, later on my face will be quite hydrated. It can turn a little bit cakey. That's why I don't like to use it so much. It can turn a little bit cakey. That's why, because this is a very wet sponge, so I'm using it to lift all the excess powder so that my makeup doesn't turn that cakey later on. Now I'm going to lightly use Can't Stop Won't Stop. It's I get like a big fluffy brush and just lightly dust that over. Now you don't have to do this next part, but I'm gonna do it anyways because it helps with the aesthetic. So I get a wet sponge still and kinda bring it here, just under where I would contour. And I'm gonna go back in with another more fluffy brush and kind of dust that away. Yeah. Yeah. The last thing. This is a powder I'm still looking for. I love this powder. It's beautiful. But I use it to contour, and this is Sleek Luminous powder. I don't even know if they make it anymore. I went out and bought like 10 of these when they were still available and kept them. So I'm on my pretty much last one. So contouring my nose. And to get a thingy. Contouring my cheeks. It's a very dense brush, that's why I have to go back in later with a kabuki brush. Go in with my kind of like kabuki brush. It's also a dense one, and try to blend in my contour, because everything has to be blended in, honey. Everything. Woo. And now I can go on and do the rest of my makeup. Oh, and so this would be like the finished look. Maybe I'd add a little bit of jewelry more, but no, usually if you have to go to work, then I find that when I have to go to work, I don't have to wear a lot of jewelry because you know you're doing stuff. And I am actually a very fanatical minimalist. Like I like to keep whatever I do quite minimal. My makeup a little bit minimal, furniture minimal. I'm quite minimalist in a way, but look, I'm gonna try and get myself better and maybe do more, but I don't know, I don't like clutter at all. But yeah, this is the finished look. There's nowhere to go, but still have all the clothes, and yeah, so thank you so much for joining me. I really enjoyed doing this, and I hope we get to see each other soon. You subscribe, please. You subscribe and you come back and see me again, and we can kind of just go back to keeping it simply exquisite. I know I want to. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.